Hey, what's up guys? The Clash Royale World Champion Mohamed Light is using this overpowered cycle deck at rank 2, 5, and 6 in the world on 3 different accounts. He's torturing the other top pros by running circles around them while they run out of ideas to counter the firecracker. With one of the quickest card cycles in the game coming in at 2.3 elixir, all he has to do is cycle an Ice Spirit, Skeletons, Wallbreakers, and Bats, and he's back to another firecracker. Especially when Wallbreakers bait out positive elixir trades and Bats devour any ground counter that your opponent has, it's going to be annoying for them. And because of the constant spam of this deck, everyone's going to be at low elixir. And when you're at low elixir, you can't counter the firecracker. Since this deck can easily fill the map with firecrackers and put opponents in the position where they can't defend them, the best player in the world is using this strategy every chance he gets. It's time to do the firecracker dance and assert dominance. Subscribe to the channel to stay connected for all the daily videos. Lots of love to everyone that's supporting the channel with creator code SirTag. Yo, we gotta give this hurry up. You know what? I gotta listen to his name and cycle some stuff. I'm gonna go for a firecracker in the back, and I'm not a huge fan of this guy going in for a lava hound because, well, you guys know the deal. We only have bats and firecracker. And he'll likely end up having barbarians, arrows, zap, and miner, or something absurd like that. We gotta go bats because the barbarians can't hit them from the sky. It's not like they're gonna go and throw up their swords or anything like that. Maybe we're gonna be able to go and finish off this annoying stuff. I don't know. I hope this works out in our favor. I gotta go wallbreakers, and then I can go in for bats on top of the fly machine. Then I can maybe even go in for skeletons afterward to go and distract the lava hound. Yeah, I'm gonna go for skeletons up a little bit further so we can go and pull back the pups. Maybe they're gonna go and drag onto skeletons for no reason. And then I'm gonna go and casually cycle an Ice Spirit as well to minimize the amount of damage. The good thing about what we have right now is we have figured out that our opponent has barbarians. Does he have tombstones for the wall breakers though? Because if he goes in for barbs, we can go for a firecracker on offense and then make sure that he has to spend more elixir or he'll lose his entire tower. I feel like this is one of those type of players that is going to go very, very aggressive and drop a lava hound at the river with this Night Witch. Yep, I just sensed it. I knew what was going to happen, and I felt like that was the very real possibility from our opponent. So he's going to fireball. That's okay. I think I can get away with a decent defense here. Waiting for an Ice Spirit and then Wallbreakers kiting, hopefully. Yeah, it did work out. The Night Witch will go on the right-hand side, and if you don't do that, you will 1,000,000% lose against these Lava Hound players. Because what happens is, as you guys can see, Lava Hound, supported by any type of support cards, whether it's Miner, Zap, Arrows, guarantees offensive damage every time into you. You don't have an Inferno Tower, you don't have an Executioner, you're just going to take it every time. So, because of that, I want to be playing a little bit more aggressive. I want to be playing a little bit more ferocious and make sure that I can get some damage on him as well. We're going to split up Wallbreakers because we know he's going to drop Barbarians. It would be rather foolish for me to do anything else. Obviously, we can get a Wallbreaker to connect in the other side as well, which is great. And then we can maybe go in for Skeletons so we can cycle multiple Firecrackers, ideally. And I could go for Bats here as well. I just want to split up my stuff. I could go in for the Evolved Firecracker in the left. I think I need to. Oh, no. Are the Bats going to do enough? I don't know. I actually am unaware. We could go Bomb Tower here as well. Get a Fireball. So it looks like to me that we are going to lose this tower. So there's really no point in trying to keep this thing alive. I just want to stop him from potentially 3-crowning me. If my Bats can kill his Firecracker counters, then that's going to be nice. Firecracker counter that he will typically be dropping is the Fly Machine. And that's the one thing that we need to die every time. If that thing stays alive, well, we are not going to stay alive. That's all I'm going to say. All right, so we're going to go Bats here because that's going to be our best way of killing the Inferno Dragon. If the Inferno Dragon dies, we're going to be okay. Obviously didn't happen, so it is what it is. We can now go in for Skeletons here. He's going to go Arrows. We got to go in for Wallbreakers and then Bats again. And then I think we can cycle another version of Miner plus Firecracker Evolution and then have the Bats do enough damage and hopefully have the Firecracker like just stay behind the King Tower and not die to anything. Gonna Fireball. Okay, I was kind of hoping that he would ignore it for a sec. I feel like hiding behind the King Tower, playing hide and seek where he never finds me. Of course, he's going to go in, so we need to go in for a Bomb Tower here to prioritize going and targeting the annoying Night Witch Bats. Then we can go for Miner plus Wallbreakers, and then we can go in for probably Bats on top of the Fly Machine. He's going to go Arrows, then he doesn't have anything in Cycle anymore, so we can go and kill the Fly Machine, go in for a Firecracker. Man, this game is so hard to commentate and play at the same time when we literally have all these cheap cards, and if I make one misstep, then our opponent's just going to spell me down. He's going to go for Evolved Barbarians. Not good for us at all, but one of the Wallbreakers might connect. Wait. That was way more than one. That was way more than one. Oh, geez. We might be able to finesse him. If I just play this well enough, and I'm somehow able to just, like, cycle around the map, I can go in for a log, I can get Wallbreakers to defend, and we walk with a win! No way! That was some serious outplay. And it's all made possible by having 2 anti-air answers with the Evolved Firecracker and the Bats. Even if you have Bomb Tower, Skeletons, and Ice Spirit that literally do no damage to abundance of air cards like Inferno Dragon, Flying Machine, Night Witch Bats, it can be super scary. You just have to play well enough to walk away with a win. That's the awesome thing about playing decks straight from the World Champion in Clash Royale. When you play them well, nothing can beat you. Yo, we got a game against Aaron. What's up? So first things first, we're going to go for wallbreakers if we get this chance. Otherwise, I'm going to cycle Ice Spirit, only costs 1 elixir, and it might force out some elixir from our opponent. Beautiful. We got the Barbaro out of him. If you didn't know, the Barbarian will get a hit on the tower, but if we can pull it back with the wall breakers, we won't have to worry about that. So, Ice Wizard, Barbaro, gotta be a graveyard deck. And whenever we're seeing that our opponent potentially has Tornado, I don't want to be dropping my miner in the back. In fact, ooh, this is bad. I cycled my bats, but I think I need to get something out of them, so I'm still going to pair it with a miner. He's going to have to Tornado that, and there's the Tornado out of cycle. I'm still going to be applying the majority of our aggression in the right-hand side, but it's nice to have a little bit of damage there in case we are going to be going in that side in the later stages of the game. Like, hypothetically, let's say he goes all in on the right, gets 2,000 damage. Well, we can now start to go in the left then. So it's nice to have different options here. So I'm going to go for Firecracker in the right, and then we can go in for Miner plus Bats again. Yeah, I think that's going to be our best bet. This dude also doesn't have Baby Dragon. He's going to have Phoenix instead with his graveyard deck. That's whack. I personally prefer running the Baby Dragon version since you do have a little bit more splash damage, and it's way more difficult for cycle decks to defend then. All right, we're going to go in for Skellies. Yeah, I think Skeleton Surround is going to be the play. I'm going to go and drop that on the Ice Wizard right now. And I don't want to showcase my wall breakers again. I want to see what he's going to do first. Yep, he goes in for Skeleton King. Awesome opportunity for us to go in for a Firecracker, especially since we can keep the Skeleton King at bay. So watch this. He doesn't have Tornado now. He has nothing for the Firecracker. How is he going to finish that off? He can't. He used the Tornado. Now he knows that he's screwed. He knows he's not having a good time. Any good player isn't going to let a Barbaro lock onto the Evolved Firecracker. Just like that, he knew. He's like, good game. Good game. Great job, Jake. He's so tilted right now. He can't stop spamming good game. Just because he wasted the Tornado, that's all it takes is to get immense value from your Firecracker. Because if they go Barbaro, it's not going to reach. You can just protect the Firecracker like I did with Skeletons and Ice Spirit and Log. And then even the regular Firecracker is hurting his feelings. Oh my gosh. That's just straight up unfair. I see why Mohamed Light likes this deck. This guy can't stop burning right now. I feel so bad for him, but I probably shouldn't. He's running Splash Shard after all. All right, we're going for a miner here. We're just going to continuously bombard him with more Firecrackers and see if we can make him burn it in a different type of way. They go for Skeletons here so that we can go and protect the Firecracker. Protect the Firecracker at all costs. When he goes in for a graveyard, we're going to go for a miner, and then we have bats on the field, so there's not much he can do. I mean, hypothetically, right, this guy can maybe go in for a really ballsy and aggressive strat, but I do end up having Skeletons again, and then we're going to hold the Phoenix in bay, and then we're going to go in for bats, and then we're going to go in for a Firecracker because we want to, not so we lose our tower. Make sure that doesn't happen. When he decides to go in for a graveyard, then he's going to have to kill the Firecracker, the Skeletons. There's just way too much stuff on the field right now. I think both wall breakers connect. Oh, only one of them did. Well, I guess that's not that bad. Because we have another Firecracker. Oh my gosh. Deck is literally cracked. I'm going to mute his emotes right now. But I guess I realized I should have muted the emotes throughout the entire game. Hopefully you guys don't hate me for having to listen to that sound the entire time. If anything, it adds to the meme factor that he simply could not stop the Firecracker. The man was just perpetually burning. Fireworks were popping off everywhere, giving us non-stop value. After tilting that graveyard player to a different dimension, we're at 4,000 in the world. Hey, we got a game against Andre, and this guy had a Rail Giant in his banner with the Monk. I would love to play against RG, but not with Monk. Monk is very annoying for me. Oh, it's going to be RG, probably with Monk or something along those lines. Actually, I take it back. I do not enjoy playing against RG Evolution with Firecracker counters with a Lumberjack. Because even if I kill the Lumberjack, a lot of times, like, the Firecracker is just going to die to the Rage spell. When it spills the Rage and it does damage to your bait cards, there's really not many worse feelings in the game. You feel like your unit should survive, but it doesn't. Oh, wait. He might have messed up massively. But if I go for 2 Firecrackers here, we have a Firecracker army. Let's go. Well, not any longer, but it was fun while it lasted. All right, we can go for bats here, and then I don't think he's got a good or reasonable response, right? He just used his spirit, so how is he going to crush the bats? He probably has to fireball. He's going to go Phoenix. Really? This is so good. It's so good. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for giving me a fiery evolution. And now I think his mental is bursting up in flames. That is awesome. Whenever they defend near their tower and you're at a low amount of elixir and they're at a low amount of elixir, and that's what this deck does so well, because everyone is going to be spamming because you have like wallbreakers, bats, miner, cheap 1 and 2 cost cards. You're going to be able to be at that low elixir all the time. How are they going to remove the firecracker, which demands at least a 4 elixir fireball, right? And it knocks back. And then if they don't have the right card cycle, they're just going to constantly take more and more damage. It's fun, and I really, really enjoy. All right, we're going to go for probably an Ice Spirit and then Skeletons here and make sure the Firecracker splashes onto his tower for even more damage. Let's go. Love to see it. We're going to go for a log here on his Fisherman so it dies, and then our Firecracker stays alive. But this is the issue. Watch, the Firecracker just dies. I hate that. I hate that the Lumberjack did that. That's what I was talking about at the very start. There's a 1 card, that and Monk. Ugh, they're disgusting, I tell you. All right, we're going to go in for Bats here with Miner and just apply more pressure. These Skeletons here on the right are going to cause us some grief potentially because we want to target on the Phoenix Egg. Okay, we can go in for a Firecracker early on. Not necessarily the best bet. We can also go Bomb Tower and just cycle multiple of them. I think that's okay. I think that's the way that we're going to want to play. We want to get Skeletons down here on the Lumberjack to kill it a bit quicker. We want to go Bats afterward. Ice Spirit here. Hopefully we're going to be okay. Yeah, I think we're chilling for right now. Not necessarily the best, but it's something I can work with. If we log and he doesn't have Fireball in cycle because he already dropped it, we know that the Royal Giant is definitely dead. And then he's going to have to vigorously focus on defense here. He can't just... Oh, never mind. He's going to go Royal Giant. I totally forgot that people do this. They just spam all of their elixir at the river and don't care about the Firecracker. They don't care about the wallbreakers. They just go all in for the win. But look at the Firecracker on the left. Look at how much damage I'm getting with that 1 Firecracker. Do you not notice that the Firecracker demands your immediate attention, bro? You don't care. And now you've ran out of time. You've fulfilled the crime, and you get your fitting punishment. Anyone that drops 10 worth of elixir with no regard for their tower on the other side definitely deserves to lose. And with this deck, you're capable of defending and attacking at the same time. So whenever you see skillless spam on the other side, don't worry, you'll collect the W. Just focus up on defense, have decent mechanics, and you'll walk away with the win. Yo, this guy's gonna end up having piggies in the banner. So hopefully we can pig out and just munch on his towers. I'm gonna go in for skellies in the back, and then I'm gonna go in for like Miner plus Bats if he decides to not do anything. Generally, what I'll do is I'll go in for the Miner plus Bats on the side that we cycle less of our Skeletons because sometimes they're going to be predisposed to countering the 2 Skeletons. For whatever reason, they're slightly more scared of that side. Even though the Skeletons won't touch the tower, they're just like, can't let the Skeletons get near me. They're just petrified because like of the evolution of Skeletons maybe. Oh, he's going to have piggies. Wow, I should have really respected his banner. And I appreciate the fact that he let me know what he was going to do before he even did it. We can log here. Maybe we can go and kill the queen, please. Don't hit my tower. Let's go. That bomb tower was clutch with that last hit. Otherwise, I'm pretty confident the queen would have hit my tower, so I'm good with that. All right, generally, our opponent will be running no tornado in this type of deck. They'll have cannon, so he's going to cannon on the wall breakers. Oh, he earthquakes. Whoa. Bomb tower and goblins. That's a lot of elixir, man. He's dropping his entire elixir bank right now. I'm honored. I'm honored to be greeted this lavishly, man. So he doesn't have much elixir anymore. He also cycled Earthquake on the tower, Bomb Tower, that's 7 elixir. And then he went in for Goblin, so he's up to like 9 elixir already in single. He's very, very low. So we're going to drag him down even lower with a Miner plus Bats. And of course, with no Bomb Tower in cycle, how is he going to accomplish any defense against the wall breakers? Oh, he went for a delivery early because he wanted to hit the Miner and the Bats. I think one of the wall breakers will connect. No. Oh my gosh. Seriously? He just stacked up so much crap that it somehow worked out. Sometimes your opponents will just flail everything. They'll be like, go Pokemon, I choose you. And they'll throw everything that they have in their Pokedex at you. And then it will work out. But I don't know. That's the first time that the wall breakers haven't connected in that type of situation for me. All right. We're going to go in for Ice Spirit. We always want to go Ice Spirit first. And then we want to go in for Bats. Ooh, this is not great. He was really ready with that ability. Smart sir. His mechanics are great. All right. We're going to go in for Skellies. And I think we want to go in for Miner plus Wall Breakers and just eat the damage on the left because it doesn't really matter. He's done more damage on the right anyway, right? So we can eat some goblins. Oh, smart Ice Spirit, because if we went for a Firecracker evolution at the river, it would have targeted on the wrong thing. All right, we can get Bats down here, and we should be able to kill all the goblins, not take any damage from that. We can go Archer Queen. I guess we can go for an Evolved Firecracker here, but it just dies to Royal Delivery, so that's one of the bigger problems with it. All right, we're trying to find the right opportunity. We're going to go Ice Spirit plus Log plus Bats, and we're going to do everything in our power to go and kill that queen. If we can just munch on the queen, then we're chilling. I'm going to get Skellies down on the left-hand side. The one Bat's going to die, but I think he's going to go for a Royal Delivery, so let's predict it with a Firecracker. No, he went for Ice Spirit still. Oh, it's not going to be able to kill. He's got to go Archer Queen, but he doesn't have enough elixir, and he doesn't have Royal Delivery. Let's go. The Ice Spirit makes a prediction on the Archer Queen, too. That's nice.
It burns!
I think the Archer Queen is going to have to go invisible. It will shred the rest of my firecracker, but I mean, it worked out, right? It's definitely in our favor. We can go for another firecracker at the river, splash onto his bomb tower, hit his tower through that. This is good. These are good vibes. These are good methodologies of getting damage. All right, we're going to go in for a bomb tower here. We're going to cycle a low log, try to hit everything. Go for bats here as well. Try to cycle miners to finish off the game because I think that's the way that we want to win. We can randomly firecracker at the river. He's definitely just going to go Royal Delivery on that every time, but it's good to get that out of cycle. If we go bomb tower, we want to drop that on Royal Hogs. We're not going to drop that on a Royal Delivery and try to make a random prediction because if we do that, that's the way that we can lose. Very good bats down. In fact, I kind of want to go miner and skellies and then get a bomb tower in front of everything. Get a bomb tower down in front of everything and then we can log. It'll be a little bit nicer because then obviously units that like walk up past it are going to get destroyed. We get an ice spirit and skeletons down here. We can get like bats down and then maybe, just maybe, eke out a victory with this miner. And walking away with a win there feels immensely satisfying. Finding an opportunity with your evolved firecracker to blast through a Royal Delivery and an Archer Queen with an ability that goes invisible and shreds everything that you have at the river is not easy, but I'm so thankful we made it happen. We got a game against Ernest, the Power King. Well, hopefully he's ready for the power of the wallbreakers. So we're gonna go and blast him at the start, drop our wallbreakers, force out a Mega Minion. So he drops 3 elixir and he takes 500 damage, right? Yep, he's taking 500 damage and doing a -1 elixir trade. That's why wallbreakers at the start is the most undefeated strategy in Clash Royale. Okay. All right. Well, you definitely have like a Lava Hound deck, right? Ooh, nope. Well, after beating Lava Hound, now I guess we're playing against a different type of balloon. Probably going to be Miner Balloon if I had to guess. Let's go for skeletons here so we can go and pull the miner away. Then we can go in for maybe an Ice Spirit here and save our bats and then wallbreakers again. I think that's going to be our best bet, just constantly spamming wallbreakers on whatever air cards they drop because the wallbreakers are going to be giving us more value. Like, obviously, the wallbreakers baiting out the Goblin Cage is preferred compared to dropping bats that are just going to get zapped. So that's just so much better for us. These bats will probably get zapped. I'm still going to force the zap. Oh, he's got Rage. Oof. That's way more annoying. The good thing about this is the guy doesn't have the right card cycle because he doesn't have Goblin Cage back in cycle, so he might just lose the game. He might have just lost. How's he going to defend? Oh, he's got Ice Golem back. Well, he did lose 1,600 damage from the wallbreakers. I might have overcommitted a little bit there. All right, let's go in for bats off to the side and then just make sure that we're going to be okay on defense with an Ice Spirit if we need to. Should be A-okay on this Inferno Dragon. He doesn't have Zap. Remember, he's got Rage, so he can't reset the tower that would have been targeting on top of the Inferno Dragon. He wanted it to go and like reset on the miner, but he can't do that because he's got Rage. So he's sitting there with the spell that's like feeling a bit useless. All right, what do we do? No Rage in cycle. I guess we can go for miner and bats. And then we can even go in for, I don't know, miner plus bats feels pretty good. We could go in for a firecracker if we wanted. There's a cool thing when your opponent goes in for a balloon, you can go in for a bomb tower and it fully counters the bomb tower on the balloon. And it's just so nice. For 4 elixir, you counter 5 elixir cost card and your stupid bomb tower doesn't even shoot up and it doesn't matter. All right, we're gonna go for Ice Spirit here. I'm gonna go for wallbreakers again. We'll go in for a miner in case he goes in for a rage, which he might do. Oh, he doesn't. I'm gonna go in for an Inferno Dragon instead. We could just go in for bats early on. I hope he doesn't Ice Golem in front of this. If he does, I'll feel like a fool. We're going to Firecracker again early just to make sure that he has to Fireball this. And he should Fireball any second. I don't know where it's going to be. There it is. All right. So the Bomb Tower is beautiful. We can go in for an Ice Spirit here. You can actually cycle 2 versions of Bomb Towers if we need to. I don't think it's worth it, but I kind of was feeling it for a sec, you know? Sometimes it makes sense. Wait, why is the Firecracker shooting herself into the Inferno Dragon? She had one job. He's definitely going to rage, so we want to go for an Ice Spirit, Bats, and Skeletons and separate all of our stuff. Generally, don't want to go on the same side as your opponent in this matchup, so I'm going to continuously go Wallbreakers in the right, so he's not able to defend with units and then build up a big counter push. So we can go in for a Firecracker here on the left to go and kill the Inferno Dragon, and then also just make sure that he's always taking bad trades. So I'm going to get Bats really far away, so then he's going to have to rage on the Bats, but he's also going to have to rage on the Bomb Tower, so it's just 2 different things that he wants to hit. Also, we can go in for the Firecracker here. I think that will be more than enough to finish off the Inferno Dragon, so I don't want to spend any extra elixir there. And I can get a Bomb Tower down. The Mega Minion could be a problem, but I think we can get Skeletons and Ice Spirit. Both Wallbreakers should connect, and then I can get Bats down afterward. And with all this stuff, especially the Firecracker and the Bomb Tower, that's all we need. As you guys can see, whenever you play against someone that is running Balloon, typically go other side. That's where I ended up having remarkable success. When I was bashing my head into the wall on the left-hand side, didn't work out near as nicely. A good rule of thumb is if your opponent's cards in their deck cost more than yours, your cards are going to be a little bit more flimsy and worse going same side as your opponent. You want to split up their high-cost cards by going opposite lane and making them feel the pain. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an amazing rest of your day.